Actor Cuba Gooding Jr. is an Academy Award-winning actor known for his roles in Jerry Maguire, American Gangster, As Good as It Gets, Snow Dogs, just to name a few. He's also come on challenging times. He was hit by a slew of legal issues, but now Gooding is back in the spotlight, this time for a new faith-based film called The Firing Squad, all about redemption. Joining us now is Cuba Gooding Jr. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it.
It's good to be here.
Great to have you. Now, we're going to talk about the film in a moment.
Yeah.
But first, let's just ask a big picture question.
Yes,
is it fair to say that your relationship with Hollywood has changed in the last few years?
Oh, sure. But it's fairer to say that the relationship with Hollywood and the audience has changed ever since the invention of something called the internet. Ever since the fact that, you know, you have these people who were sequestered for 7, 8 months during the pandemic, and so they had to go online and find movies that they liked. It wasn't the gatekeepers of Hollywood said, these are the movies now. That's why you can have Barbie and Oppenheimer make $1 billion, and then the third movie make hundreds of millions in Sound of Freedom, which was a faith-based movie. The audiences they go to the theater.
Have you found yourself on a personal level shunned by people you once considered friends or colleagues in any way?
Oh, sure. I mean, listen, as we grow older, we run into people that we haven't seen since we were little. They're like, hey, good to see you. And then you start talking to them, and all of a sudden you go, that's why I'm not friends with that person anymore. It happens. It's called maturity.
So let me just ask you about some of what happened. You pleaded guilty to a forcible touching misdemeanor in 2022, eventually led to a guilty plea of a lesser charge. A year later, you settled a federal civil lawsuit, 2 more civil misconduct lawsuits.
Right.
Can you understand why some would say, don't want to cast this guy?
Sure. But I can also understand some people who come up to me in the street all the time and yell, show me the money, and say, hang in there, and I see what you're going through. You know, you make movies for an audience of people, right? So right now, I'm making a movie for faith-based people who are excited to renew our hope in humanity, especially the times we're in, dealing with politics and the world issues that are going on. So that's where I am now. But I also did a movie, you know, where I played Nicky Barnes in American Gangster, or I played Master Chief Carl Bashir in Men of Honor. Those movies, my military movies, which are my favorite, even Pearl Harbor, those audiences of people hunger for those movies. And now this is the
Let me play a clip. Let me play a clip of your new movie. It's called The Firing Squad.
True story as well.
Well, I'm going to ask you about that, too. Let's play a clip.
You can be in heaven, or you can be in hell. The choice is yours.
We're gonna walk straight out of here, pretend to be the media.
This pathetic maggot got caught, tried to escape my prison. Nobody escapes my prison.
He's a changed person. He's a new man.
I found Christ in here, and he forgave me.
I found Christ, too.
My name is Peter Loam, and I will be executed in 2 hours.
You said based on a true story?
Yes, sir.
Tell us.
So there was these Americans who went over to Indonesia, and to set the example of people dabbling in drugs over there, they were given the death penalty. And in prison, they met inmates. I play a character that was also sentenced to death. And you know, when they sentence you, it doesn't happen immediately. So you're in there for a few years. And through their journey in this prison before they're executed, they find their faith in God. And it was this script that I wept when I read this end act, the third act of the movie, because I realized that we're all dealing with something. Everybody has a page. It could be a horrible medical diagnosis or a grief, but there's hope. There's hope for us as a world nation. And films like this, I think it's time for films like this. It seems like as a nation, we've gotten so far away from God, it's cool to be an atheist. You know, certain comedians and whatnot say these things, but you also need the other side of that. And that's why this movie it's so timely for this movie, for that audience.
And do you feel like your own life is at the point now where it's about redemption?
100%, you know. I pray every day, thine will be done in my life. I've done it since I was 9 years old. And right now, this is the time that I think my career makes this statement about what gets me through the darkest times. And it's my faith that I know that even in the darkest times, I'm still doing God's will. So I have to live that moment.
And have you expressed regret, sorrow, apologies for what happened previously?
Everything that happens in my life is for a reason. I believe that. And if I continue to walk on my path, whatever that is, I know at the end result, it'll be to make me stronger, to be a better person, to be a better father, you know? And right now, that's the moment I'm in.
Have you done faith movies before? I mean, because you're right, the faith market is enormous. And it is one that is generally underserved by Hollywood.
And I'm going to talk quickly. Tim Shea and I did a movie called Freedom in the early 2000s about us. It's, again, a faith-based movie where I play a runaway slave who makes it into Nova Scotia and finds faith in God, even though he's a slave. And Tim said to me, way back then in 2008, I got another movie for you, and this is a true story. Well, cut to, 13-something years later, last year, he goes, here's the movie, and it was Firing Squad. And I knew that he is going to make another statement with this movie, stronger than the first one. And I said, yeah, Tim, I'm in. And here I am. And the next one's another faith-based, but that's a more action-y, sci-fi type thing. But again, it's along the renewed hope in humanity.
Do you think you'll be able to work with big Hollywood again?
Oh, sure.
You think they'll hire you again?
100%.
Yeah?
I run it. You got to remember, we in Hollywood, we talk to each other, we see each other. Even when you go to I'm in the Hamptons now, you go to a restaurant, you walk in, and when you have a bad headline, everybody goes, oh, hang in there. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like we're plumbers and I did a bad plumbing job. My job is in front of America, good or bad. So there you have it.
You recently posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
We must in these times stay strong as a nation. Remember, our courage defines us. Are you a supporter of one party or another?
So here's the thing, and I tell this. My dad passed away thinking I was a Democrat. My mom to this day thinks I'm a Republican, and I like to keep it that way. I don't give you my politics because I want you to be able to walk in the movie and see that character. I want you to experience Ben Carson in Gifted Hands, or, like I say, Master Chief Carl Brashear, even Rod Tidwell. Show me the money, baby. Mm-hmm. You know, but if you're looking at that performance and you're going, yeah, that's that blah, blah, blah from whatever party, I think it hurts the performance. And I'm here. I'm not Picasso in that I have to die before you to appreciate my painting. You appreciate it now, so.
I got to ask you a final question about O.J. Simpson. Because you played O.J. Simpson. I covered the O.J. Simpson case. This year marked the 30th anniversary of the murders. You portrayed him in the FX drama series, The People versus O.J. Simpson. How much research did you do for
everything?
That one? Yeah.
All of it.
Probably ended up seeing a lot of clips of me over the years. Yeah. No, but what did you?
And you haven't aged. But.
Yeah, right. What did you do to prepare for that?
So we did everything. Ryan Murphy was very particular, and he wanted to, even when the girl goes Orenthal and she messed up. Yeah. Every take she had to mess it up that way. So you look at footage, you look at crime scene photos, you look at autopsies and all of these things. And I said to Ryan, I said, I'll play OJ, but I'm not going to play him as guilty or innocent. I said, I'll give you a take of each mentality, and you choose the takes that you want to use for your show. And he said, agreed, and that's how we did that.
Cuba Gooding Jr., good luck in this next chapter.
Thank you.
In your life, because I always say life is about chapters.
You never know what you're going to do.
You never know. His new movie, The Firing Squad, is in theaters nationwide this Friday, August the 2nd. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.